AI and the future, how AI is changing the world, exploring the benefits of AI-powered insights in business and the long-term effects bias has on the future success of your AI implementation. Hello everyone. My name is Gary Troutman. I am a PhD candidate from the University of Arizona Global Campus. My PhD is related to organizational development and leadership. My dissertation subject is associated with artificial intelligence, AI, in concurrence with bias, and how it can impact the accuracy of AI decisioning. In 1561, Sir Francis Bacon coined the phrase "knowledge is power." This statement has never been more valid than it is in today's world. Knowing what can impact an organization is extremely important from a strategic perspective, especially when it concerns AI implementations. The risks associated with any AI implementation can have long-term financial and reputational implications. Therefore, knowing how to avert these risks is vital to any organization's long-term success with its strategic AI implementation. The main goal of this study is to discover how organizations have been able or unable to guard against unforeseen risks to the continued success after an AI implementation. The purpose of any dissertation is to answer questions. An example of such questions could be: what mistakes were made early in the implementation or strategy sessions held with leadership and decision makers before the AI implementation? How could these mistakes have been averted? This study seeks to provide additional illumination of strategies to build a solid foundation for an organization to succeed with AI after implementation and well into the future. This study requests individuals not in this researcher's current LinkedIn network. These individuals must be directly related to decision-making for the organization's AI implementation and intimately involved with creating their organization's strategic initiatives. Having both responsibilities within your organization means you are highly qualified to give your guidance and opinion on matters involved with a successful AI implementation. Potential concerns and anonymity. Taking part in a study such as this is very important to those in the same position you were when you began your journey toward implementing your AI system. However, you may have questions regarding your participation in this study. The guarantees of this study are fundamental to realize and consider so that you can feel free to provide valid in-depth answers. Guarantees to all participants. 1. No participant will be selected from a competing organization within the same market segment as any other participants. 2. Anonymity is paramount for each participant's identification, organization, and market segment. 3. Is about vetting participants, their positions, and their organization. The researcher will vet all participants relating to their work and organization. Once the vetting has been completed, the identification of each participant will be represented by a specific participant number. All information acquired during the study is tied to the participant's number. 4. All responses will be scrubbed so no person or organization can be identified. What do you get out of this study? 1. You'll receive combined results at the end of each study round. 2. You will receive the completed study results and derived theories from this study. 3. You may discover better methods to use in your organization from the perspective of organizational structure, newer management styles, and potentially better methods of employee inclusion. 4. Most importantly, you will learn how critical bias can impact your organization, organizational reputation, leadership, employees, stakeholders, and clients. Many of these effects happen from a long-term perspective and are most likely to be missed unless your organization has express programs geared toward minimizing bias. Summary. In summary, participating in this study may not save the world and may not change how AI implementations are performed in the future. However, if nothing else, when the results of this study are published, your organization will be amongst the very few that will be prepared to describe what you have done to protect the general public, your employees, principals, and stockholders against any potential bias-related issues. AI is said to show a great deal of promise for the future of mankind. As a business tool, AI is already making significant inroads into business and will most likely be the most disruptive tool for profitability, along with significant benefits for society. Any powerful tools, such as AI, require knowledge of anything that can create risk. Being able to sidestep risks is important to any organization from long-term and strategic perspectives. Making the right decisions along the way is a strategic advantage. Knowledge is funny because it only takes one element of knowledge to make the difference between succeeding and failing concerning an AI implementation. This is what this study is about. The primary goal is to discover what can augment the chances for success.
Thanks for watching the presentation on how to take part in Gary Trotman's dissertation study. If you are a principal in your company and you have been involved with AI implementation, then you are exactly the kind of person we are looking for. Please take note of the next steps if you are interested. Step 1. You will need to set up a single-use email address to send an email using a Proton email account. The Proton email service uses end-to-end encryption. The Proton URL is shown below. Please understand, this is only being used for your initial contact with Gary Trotman and to initiate your participation in this study. This step is also necessary to further protect your anonymity. Step 2. After you have created your one-time use email address, you will need to send an email to Gary at the following email address: gary.trotman@proton.me, where you will provide your name, company, position, and market segment, and please describe your involvement with AI implementation. Once your name, position, and organization have been properly vetted, all your information is then destroyed. The next email you will receive will also originate from the Proton email service but will contain your new private email address and your participant number, which will be used for the remainder of this study. We are very excited to receive your responses to this study's questions and how these responses may positively impact AI implementations, your organization, and your continued success.